Okay, so these are months, 1 through 12. And we're going to start off saying, how much can I make in basic? How much could I make in VIP marketing sales? And how much can I make in the 100% matching bonus and get my grand total at the end? Okay, so we're going to start this a little different. We're going to dumb it down. Remember before we said you keep 5 and you pass up 5 every other one. Let's say you didn't do as well. Let's say you just got 2. You passed up 2, but you kept 2 instead of 5. But let's say for you, it was even worse. You passed up 1, you kept 1. Okay, you got 1 there. But everyone else, we're going to say they did at least 2, not 5, not pass up 5, where that's a total of 10, where they just passed up 2 and kept 2. Let's see what that would do. So if on your first month, you copy and pasted, and all you did was get 1. Well, you made a total of $55 if that person becomes basic, and when they become a VIP marketer, that's how much you would get. You get no matching bonus because this person right here hasn't made anything yet, right? But what's going to happen? That one person is going to be busy. Let's say he gets 2 in for that month, just 2. So what happens then? Well, he got 2, and so that means he also passed up 2. He kept 2, he passed up 2, right? So you get $5 per person. That's 5, 10. And when they become VIP marketers, you get 50, and you get 50. That's 100. Now, the 2 he kept, let's say he made $100 because 2 of them upgraded. Well, he would have made a total of 100. And since that one person made 100, there you go. You got 100% matching bonus, and you got $100 as well. So at this point here is 2.65. And to also think about this. Just think about it, if all this we show here is only the average amount throughout the whole year, it still be the same amount of money, right? Again, so those 2 people will pass up 2, which would be 4. Excuse me. There's my little cheat sheet right here. So those 2 pass up 2 each. That's 4. And guess what? So now you made $35. This is month 3, 35. This going as slow as you can go. 350 VIP marketing, a total of $500 matching bonus. Add it all up together, it's $850. So now this person's up making $300. So you get $300 matching bonus. These 2 people collectively made 200, 100 each, 50, 50, 50, 50. So, but then again, they were passed up to you, so they're yours. That's where the 500 comes from. Now those 4 people will pass up 2 each. That's 8. Month 4, you're at over 2 grand. Pretty good, right? Now those 8 people pass up 2 each. That's a total of 16. Remember, everyone's just doing 2 and stopping. In real life, people will get 2 and they'll keep going. They'll get 3. I mean, if you've been doing this for a year, you're going to keep going. You'll probably be just doing it in a much larger situation because you'll be using your knowledge of advertising marketing that you're going to be learning from us, right? But the thing is, it'll just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and people won't stop because every person coming in is supposed to pass a 5 for you. But here, we're just showing 2, and that they're quitting. In real life, they will keep going. And that's why we said we can say it's averaged this. So 16, 2 people each, that's 32. So now you're up to 16,000 by month 6. And how much did it cost you to join? Didn't cost you anything, right? Unless maybe you became a VIP marketer and you didn't use your commissions. But by this time, you've already got that back a long time ago, right? A long time ago. So here we go again. 32 people pass up 2. That's 64. That's you're up to 39,000. Month 8, they pass up 2. That's 128 new people. Look at this here. That's 90,000. And then let's do 128 times 2 would be 256. And look at this right here. So at this point, you're at over 207,000. There's only 511 people in your organization and that are yours, right? And how many of the 511 people did you actually bring in? Just 1. Everyone else was passed up to you. 510 people were passed up to you. But it doesn't end there. So you got 256. They do 2 each, just 2. That's 512. Look at this. Month 10, 465,000. 512 people, 1,024. That's just 2 each, right? Each individual's doing 2. Each individual's doing 2. And that, look at that, over 7 figures at that point on month 11. And then, of course, 1,024 people only do 2 each. 2048. And that comes out to a total of 2,273,000. Now, again, like I said, this is just for demonstration purposes. It doesn't guarantee this is the income, but it does show you a difference between doing the full scenario at 5 people, right? Keeping 5. This one, everyone's only passing 2, and you only did 1. So that's the big difference here. But the thing is, this is on average. What if it took you a whole year to get all these people? Not you personally. Of course, we know in real life, if you got one person, you're going to keep going to get a second, third, fourth, fifth, because each person you bring in, this could be the potential off of each person you bring in. It's multiple. It goes through affinity. But let's say it didn't quite do even this bad. Because remember, before it was 5 and 5, here's just 2, right? But let's say not everyone did even their 2. Let's say some did 0, some did 1, maybe some did 2, maybe some did over. But let's say instead of getting 16, you only had 12. Instead of getting 32, you only got passed up 29. Instead of 64, maybe you only got 32. Instead of 128, maybe you only got 60. Instead of 256, maybe you only got 110. Maybe instead of 512 passed up, maybe you only got 200. Instead of 1,024, maybe you only got 500. And maybe instead of 2,148, you only got 1,000. Look at this. 1,083,640. So now, remember, instead of all those people there's only 1,958 total. How many did you actually bring in the 1958? Just 1. So we made a worst case scenario that even if they don't bring in just 2, they get less than that. You can still see how this gets bigger. Because what's going to happen next month? 1,000 people are going to be out there trying to get their 2. What if they only got 1,500? Right? Because some people did, some people didn't. And the next month they're going to try to bring in 2 instead of 3,000. Maybe they only got 1,900. You know, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And this just shows you what it can be. Because the next month will be your 13th month. It's going to be going crazy. So even if we make it really dumb, we really dumb it down, instead of getting 5 and passing 5, they just get 2 and they quit. You know, they got their 2, they passed up 2. They didn't do anything. They kept 1, passed 1. They kept 1, passed 1. That's it. They quit. And they didn't try to get anyone else in. If we did that on average, look, that could still be. Is that worth waiting 1 month? What if it took you, 1 year? What if it took you 2 years to make this? Or even 3 years? Each year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And of course, those of you that are already pre-enrolled and stuff like that, you'll never make another monthly payment. I mean, never, not a monthly. There is no monthly payment. But you'll never make another membership payment. It just gets bigger and bigger. Oh, yeah, that's one thing, too. To let you know that all these people that come in, when they join, they have to make an annual payment. So they have to pay that basic $5 again. They have to pay the $200 payment each year for the VIP marketer. Now, are they going to pay? Of course they are, because they're making money, right? This system makes you money. All the roadblocks have been removed, and it makes you money easily, even from the very first day. So people will join. But guess what? Let's say the next year came by, all these people had to pay again. Well, you just made another $1 million off the same people, not to mention all the new people coming in. So the longer you're with it, the bigger it's going to be. It's just amazing. And like I said, we got rid of there's no monthly fees that keep people out. We made it very small fees, so that would normally keep people out. We took away the fear factor by having a system that they can just copy and paste, and we'll show them how to copy and paste. And then, of course, all the training we're going to give everybody, so they can even do better with this, even if they're just a beginner and don't know anything.